Team DeathNote is now on Patreon. Follow us to unlock exclusive content and watch videos that we release for up to 1 or more days earlier than on YouTube, with unique tiers such as Namekian Race, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan Elite, Godly Heroes, and Godly Villains. Click the link on the description down below. Now back to the video.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Marin from Team DeathNote. We're here with a new deck profile for you guys. So, we're back at it again. Bring that down so I can show you real quick. So we're going with the leader, Android 17. Android 17, he has a permanent that says, reduce the energy cost of Android 17 and 18 by 1 energy. By 1. So if they're 3-drop, they become a 2-drop, etc., etc. And his awakening is that he awakens when he's at 6 life. So his awakening side, he becomes Android 17 and 18, which is pretty cool. And he has a permanent, same thing, reduce all Android 17 and 18 by energy cost of 1. And his other permanent is that all Android 18 and 17, they gain plus 5,000. But that's when you're at 4 life or lower. And his auto is that whenever he attacks, you draw 1 card. So, let's get to the actual deck profile. We're running 4 negates. This is the new negate. Speedy, surprising attack. People normally do not run negates and the androids, but they just like to go in. But I'm the type of person that I'm an aggressive player, and I do not like to just think that, oh, because I'm aggressive, I don't need no negates, I can just win. There's a situation that you're going to need negates. This negate's pretty cool. The skill is negate the attack. If your leader card is an android, you may place 1 card from your hand in the drop area. If you do so, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost 3 or less and KO it. Pretty cool. Besides the negates, it also has an additional skill. We're running 4 of this bad boy. This card makes this deck so super. So, if you guys played Yu-Gi-Oh, we have something called Jar of Greed. It's the same thing as him. You tap 1 energy, you play him, you draw 2 cards, then you choose a card from your hand and you discard it. This is great also because, especially if you're running the black cards, your drop area is starting to fill up even faster. Great card. So now over to the bread and butter of the deck. We're running 2 Chillin' Terror, Android 17. As you guys may know, if your opponent leader awaken, he cannot draw those 2 cards. This is very good, especially if you have 2 energy. Let's say, for example, you know that they're about to awaken. Let's say you're facing a Vegeta or the new Goku. These cards that actually awaken pretty fast, you play that on them. You never attack them. You just keep it on active mode, and it's actually a headache for them. Eventually, they will awaken, and they cannot gain those 2 card advantages. We're running 3 of the old school Android 17. His skill is that when you attack, once per turn auto, you may discard a card from your hand, and you can choose an 18 and put it back to active mode. Very great card. Now we have Android 18. It does the same thing as Android 17, but the skill is once per turn when you attack, you discard a card, and you can choose an Android 17 in rest mode and put it to active mode. Now, I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm running these 2 different type of cards. And his name is Dreadful Duo Android 17. He has a pretty neat skill. First, he has critical. That's all you need to know. No hand advantage. Where if you deal a damage, put it right to the drop area. You feel me? So, active main once per turn. During that turn, if an opponent's battle card with an energy cost of 3 or less has been placed in the drop area, from any area by one of your skills, choose up to one Android 18 with an energy cost of 3 or less from your hand and play it. So you just tap one green. Let's say, for example, you swing with him. No, let's say, for example, you have him and you play the card, which I'm going to show you later, which is with the mirror, that when he comes into play, your opponent uses the card and discards it. So
also, when he hits you, since it's a crit, if the card that he discarded from the life area to the drop area is there's a battle card, his effect goes off.
That is correct, guys. So it's situational. If he hits and the life was a battle card 3 or less, you activate his effect, you tap one green, you call this bad boy out right here, Android 18. You swing with her, you discard a card, you restand him again, and you attack again. So imagine if you got if your hand is a good size, and you have and the card, and let's say they take the life, and it's another 3 or less. You just tap another green, you call out one of her,
no,
and you restand. Oh, no, I'm sorry, this is once per turn. I'm sorry, yeah, that's true. Once per turn. I'm sorry, guys, once per turn, yeah. But still, it's critical, and your opponent is not getting card advantages. We have the female version of him, which is Android 18. Dreadful Duo Android 18. This card actually have the same exact skill. Wait, give me a second. During your turn, during your turn, once per turn, if an opponent battle card with an energy card 4 or more has been placed in the drop area from any area by one of your card skills, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 3 or less and KO that card. Okay, guys, this is a very, very great card. Also, the same thing goes with if, by any chance, they say you already have him on the field, if you attack with him, you can just restand her and attack for that extra critical.
And they can also combo off each other. Mainly, what I use these two cards right here is for the crit effect. You know, it's situational with the additional effect, with the active main. It could be done, but the main goal is the critical, guys. The critical. So, we're running 3. Exterminating Energy Android 18. She has double strike. And when she attacks the leader, your opponent has to choose a card from their hand and discard it. Also, to top it off, with these great criticals, I'm running 3 Further Destructive Champa. Key card, guys. Key card. So, let me just put this to the side. We're running 2 Android 20. When you play this card, choose up to one battle card, which includes Android and its card name, other than Android 20 from your deck, and add it to your hand. This is great for the new super combo, guys, which I'm showing you right now. This card is effective when you have 4 life or less. You can actually gain plus 10,000, and your opponent has to get a card from his hand and discard it. So, coming up next, we have 4 of the evil, Dr. Jerome Evil Inventor. His effect is that you check the top 3 cards of your deck, choose one Android, right here, specified Android, and put it to your hand. Put the rest to the deck and shuffle your deck. We have 4 of this great card, which is Android 14. His effect is, on your turn only, when you combo by paying 1, you tap on it in your combo, your opponent chooses one of their battle cards. Your opponent chooses, remember, keyword, and they KO the card, which is very great. 1 battle card, yes. And we have 2 TNs. Basically, you guys know what TN does. You tap 2 to combo with them.
And you have he has the auto. That if your leader's green, he stays on the field as play. You can play him as active mode. And he has the active main once per turn. You take 1 life, you put it to your drop area, and you take a life and you put it to your hand. This is great for awakening purposes, guys. Awakening purposes. So, and last but not least, we're running 4 of the Relentless Destruction Mirror. His effect is that he has the Overwhelm. When he is played with Overwhelm, he has the auto where you choose it. Your opponent chooses one card from their hand, and it goes to the drop area, guys. So yeah, this is the actual deck. I've been test playing this deck today all day, and this deck is very, very good, very consistent. Your opponent hand size is very low, and their and their life just keeps going to the drop area due to these 2 bad boys right here. So, it's mono green, yes. Just have 4 black cards in the chompers, and this deck has been doing great. It's very consistent. You shouldn't be passing no more than turn 4 or 5, and that should be the actual game on that. But yeah, this is Marin from Team DeathNote. We just came here with the Android 17 and 18. And yeah, this is TDN. Remember, we said it first.
Que lo que es fortuna